carry for James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To the air, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
56. Here I come again.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Go. 26. He's coming. Look at me. Go.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
It's just
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manage.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
44, Mike, 44.
Now Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
44's Mike. Check. Hey, tight.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey.
On the run, it's Peyton. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Completes it to Lee. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Allen off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Allen going to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Alpha. Get him. Get him. Get him. Mike 6. Mike 6.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. Damiere Byrd, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Peterson. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Tighten up. Pass 85.
They'll run here with Connor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Keep playing hard. Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Minshew sets to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
I'm coming after you.
Fournette, a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 9, check 9. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 37, check 37. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run with Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down now, Dillon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, wahoo! 49 to Mike, 149. Come on, G! Yo, go!
Now Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
No.
Fournette running right. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Check 43.
This is Fournette. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Let's go.
On second down, Dillon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On third down, here's Peyton. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
A loss of 2 there, second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to Connor here on first. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Throwing is Allen on third. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll run it here with Pirine. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run again with Pirine. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run it with Pirine. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Samaje Pirine. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, stand up.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hey, check Mike 6. Let him know. Mike 6. Hey, orbit. 6.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, lock it. Check 3. Hit it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So after the INT, it's Allen. He sets to fire deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to let this one go deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Go!
Minshew, 1st and 10. Under pressure, and they got to him again. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, high 7.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Get ready.
On 4th down, Minshew. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's coming.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
The pass complete. It's Bird. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a game of 20.
Now Allen. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.